Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver Adjacent by Night. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready, or skip ahead to the next one. Thank you to our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, for giving us an opportunity to share our story with you. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice or spreading the word about them on social media. And today's dice is going to be a Thin Blood, for no apparent reason. Don't ask. And also, we have a new sponsor for Level 3, which is Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on-site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And we've got the trays that everybody has. And you can do dry erase marker stuff on them too. Say, if somebody was getting killed tonight, then you could mark off some health, a bunch of that on there. Not going to say who exactly. Might be somebody. Might be Charlotte. I don't know.
No, it would never be.
I quit in protest.
I'll live you all.
And Dogmite is just releasing some new styles of DM screens, which look amazing. There's one that kind of looks like a barrel that they, I think, got the wood from actual barrels for, which is amazing. And they have one that has like some Celtic knotwork, which looks absolutely fantastic. I want one of those myself. So let's introduce our vampires now that I am done with the housekeeping. Let's start with the person that may be in the most amount of trouble, and Lex.
Oh, shit. I'm in trouble?
I didn't say anything.
Hi, I'm Lex. I play Cassandra, who is immune to trouble, Toreador, Primogen, and Harpy, and just all-around baby of the Coterie.
Immune to trouble in kind of a Typhoid Mary type sense.
It sounds like I have people to take care of that for me.
Wherever you go, just like it's like waves of trouble.
I just bring chaos with me. It's fine.
Next up is Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill. I'm playing Harley, the Nosferatu Primogen of this wonderful little group, and I have a -2 to resist trouble.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that on his character sheet.
Yep.
Sam.
Hi, everyone. I'm Samantha McLarty, and I'm playing Elena Cortez de la Sombra, and I was not here last week, and but I did get a chance to see all the fantastic, not what Elena would do decisions they all decided to make. Oh boy. It's going to be fine. Everything's
make
fine.
The t-shirts, what would Elena not do? And then have pictures of the rest of the coterie.
It was supposed to be what would Elena do, and they thought about that and then did the opposite.
Yeah. What would Elena not do just becomes WWN?
That's perfect.
Yep.
Fair. Very fair.
Because we know that when Elena comes back, she's probably going to end a bunch of you.
Oh, boy.
Zach?
I am Zach Rivato playing Charlie Lawrence, one person that Elena is not going to end. I am also the Malkavian Primogen, and as for trouble, it just sort of radios itself into my head on various occasions.
Repeatedly. And last but certainly not least, Brennan.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I play Charlotte, the Ventru Primogen, and I led a large portion of the coterie in a menage a trouble last week. that involved some blood and good times between business partners.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
No. Elena definitely drinks blood. I know that. It was in the notes.
Mhm.
Drinks blood, yes, but the menage, not so much.
Ah, we're in Canada. It's French.
We don't know
I'm
what
done.
Elena does on the weekends.
Yeah.
Oh man, now we're trying to break everybody before we get into the actually episode. Before,
dear.
instead of ending it off that way like we usually do. So, first, last we saw our intrepid coterie, as Sam so succinctly put it. They were doing the opposite of what Elena would do at every possible opportunity. If you want, check out YouTube. It's the last episode is over there. And I just posted it as of this recording on Thursday. So go check it out on YouTube for the players, I guess. And they, they were feeding off each other and getting shot at and running away and creating vampires accidentally.
And no one thought to text the La Sombra during any of it.
We're
She was
kind of-
having a moment. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
our fault you don't check your phone often enough.
Yeah.
Or at all. And
That's fair.
when last we saw everybody, I believe everyone was just about to go their separate ways, or was just going their separate ways. So we're going to actually pick up with Charlie heading over to Charlie's place, and
Yep.
that's where
I-
Elena ended up.
Yep, I'd given her my keys to just go there, drop stuff off, and then just departing from Charlotte and Cassandra, be like, just letting should get Elena to know where we are and what we're doing and stuff.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
Maybe we don't tell Elena all what we're doing.
Yeah, she'll be like, the power of Christ compels you.
I don't think she's seen that. Okay.
Isn't that like a real thing they say though? It's not just a movie thing.
I don't think she does actually. Okay.
I think that's in the book.
Yeah.
I will ask her.
Yeah. Let us know.
Okay. Then I walk away and I don't do that, but I do call her.
So
Okay.
Elena, you're going to be getting a phone call.
What is it?
Hi, where are you still at my place or are you gone already?
More or less, I was just leaving.
Okay, great. I'm on my way there. To
Okay.
get you before you go to Sula Rose.
Okay. Is
Because-
there a reason why I don't need to go back to Silveros? Did something happen? Did Cassandra do something? Or Charlotte?
To answer all of your questions in a row, it's yes, yes, no, no. We are not there. Something did happen, and thus we are not there anymore.
You're alright, aren't you? Harley didn't try to fight you, did he?
No, he did not.
Okay.
No, he did
Okay.
not.
You didn't try to fight Harley, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I can tell you everything the moment that I get you, and then bring you to where we are now.
Alright, then I will be out front waiting for you then.
Okie dokie. Have you ever read The Exorcist?
What?
Never mind. I'll see you soon. I hang up.
And then I will hang up the phone and head outside and be waiting out front.
Yeah, we're going to deal with that first.
Okay.
Before we go to Harley's little meeting with Nixodon.
So then, yeah, takes however much amount of time. I'm already like contacting for an Uber just for the way back at this point because I already walked there. I'm like, dumb idea. But I'll walk the rest of the way there and just meet her. Hi, I have contacted a a car to come take us back because walking was dumb.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am getting the feeling that something not so great has happened, so I think that you really need to start explaining now.
Yes, that is correct. So, while we do not have all of the details yet, we do know that somebody decided to send a hit squad to Sula Rose.
What do you mean, a hit squad?
People with guns. Vampire and ghouls with guns.
Okay, can we be more specific? What vampires, what ghouls? And is everybody okay? Is that why you're not at Sula Rose, I take it, right now?
Yes, Rose is full of bullet holes and the body of the couple of the ghouls because they were shooting at us. It was very, very much like a movie.
All of you get to have all of the fun while I'm not there. This is bullshit.
Well, kind of probably worked out because it took a bit of like digging around, but apparently, like, I'm skipping ahead in the story a little bit to get to this part, but apparently whoever sent them wanted to take you alive and kill us. So probably was good that you weren't there because it kind of like put a damper on the plan that they were trying to do and made it so we could just do other stuff.
They wanted to kill all of you.
Yes.
And to take me.
That was
not dead.
That was the gist of the guy that we questioned.
Okay, and where is this guy that you questioned? Because that doesn't make a lot of sense. That is not a smart move for anybody to do, to take me alive, especially after killing my friends.
Probably
that's
not.
That's dumb. That's very, very dumb on their
probably
part.
Not.
Like, do they not pay attention?
Well, that's probably why they sent up a new Hakim to do it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do we know where Connor is? Do you think that it could have been Connor?
I thought
I don't know why he would want to take me alive and not Cassandra, but...
Yeah, I thought it might be until the part about wanting to take you alive and also the part where he called Cassandra to figure out where she was, and then when she found out that she was there, told her to get down because guns. So
he knew about it then.
He knew about it. He says he found out about it. That feels suspicious, but regardless...
Did he say who it was?
He did not say. The guy that we interrogated did not really have a lot of details. He kind of apparently was kept in the dark a lot. It's, from what I can surmise, it's between one of two options.
I'm going to bank that it was likely going to be the Ventru bitches.
That was one of the options. That was one of the options. The guy had not heard the word Ventru before, but it makes sense. The only other option I could think of, I've not shared this with the rest of the group, I don't believe. Everything's kind of a haze right now. The other option, because of somebody that would want to take you secure and get rid of the rest of us, would be your sire.
Somehow I get the feeling that I don't think that he would hire out a Banu Hakim to do anything like that. Not to mention... Why would he try to kill Harley anyway? Because Harley is Sabat, and if he is Sabat and Harley is Sabat, it wouldn't really make sense for him to try to kill Harley.
Probably.
Considering my complacency and all of this has just been because Harley is in the situation that he is in.
If I were to give a logistical answer, it would be to remove anything that you could cling to or be diverted by so that you have nothing else but him.
That would backfire on him a great deal.
Or it would break you, either way.
I'm pretty sure it would backfire. And it would end up probably with me dying because I tried to kill him. If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to probably put my money on the Ventru bitches because that would make sense if they were angry at Charlotte and you and Cassandra and even Harley, because none of those deals ever really went through, and
I
I'm
didn't
the
do
one that
anything.
technically slighted both of them.
I didn't do anything though.
Proxy.
Fair. It still feels weird that they would want to take you alive unless they wanted to do like more torture stuff to you. But
Probably want to do more torturous stuff for me, and then there's somebody's got to take the fall for your deaths.
I guess. But
You're
yeah,
not to blame than the big bad monstrous Lasombra that everyone is afraid of.
no, yeah, they make sense at this point.
I'm going to kill those two.
So the Venture people, yeah, I mean that makes we probably are too.
Yes, I'm going to kill them. Did you find out anything else from the person you questioned, the other person part of the shooting? And what happened to the Banu Hakim? Did you kill him? Her?
No,
Whoever?
I did not kill him. I tried. He is very fast. But counterpoint, he is not very good at hiding. So I have that working for me.
So you found him already?
No, he kept trying to disappear and I kept seeing him and then he just ran fast.
Okay.
I almost hit
And
him.
the one that told you, the one that you're talking about, the one about the never hearing Ventru, but was part of.
Yes, he was. He was formerly the ghoul of the Banu Hakim. Yes.
And I take it you have him somewhere where he can be questioned.
Harley has him. Yes.
I need to talk to that
Harley
one.
was taking him to safety or safe space.
Okay, then I need to question that one, and I really need to talk to Nixodon just to make sure that I don't think it was a Nixodon thing,
That doesn't.
because it doesn't really seem like our style so much. Didn't think about Banu Hakim after all this. That's too much. She would just do it quietly. We would just disappear.
Yeah, it does feel kind of backwards, and
This
she could do so much more without having to hire a Banu Hakim. And
this seemed more like a message was wanting to be sent, as well as, taking care of all of it. Either way, where is everybody now? Because I need to talk to the
Yes.
person that you have, and I need to take Harley, and we need to go to see Nixodon.
okay, so both of those people are not where I'm taking you right now. But Charlotte and Cassandra are there at the safe house that I got so that we could interrogate the guy.
But you don't have the guy there at the safe house where you want to interrogate him.
No, because we did that, and then Harley needed to take him to keep him safe.
Why? Just kill him already. Once he's done answering questions, you kill him.
So we
Done.
kind of did that out of order.
I'm confused. You're going to have to be more specific.
Yeah, so we got him into the house, and then he tried to run away.
Okay.
And then I stopped him, and Harley stopped him, but both of us stopping him at the same time got messy. And Harley kind of landed on his neck, the guy's neck, not his own neck. And now Harley has a friend.
So, okay, so you killed him, and
Yes.
why does Harley have a friend now? He's dead. I don't understand
It's
why Harley would keep a
it's the
corpse.
step after death, when he's one of us now.
I beg your pardon? What?
We lost the one person that we could interrogate, and everybody's freaking out. And I said there's technically a way, but I don't personally want to do it. And Harley volunteered.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is the last time that I leave any of you alone, unattended, for any amount of time, ever again.
I mean, on the other hand, we now have somebody who was connected to the person that was trying to assassinate us completely within one of our thralls. So there's that. Probably could have done better without the whole breaking the neck part first, but you know.
And did you think to ask permission for this from a prince, or I don't know, are you planning on having him become Sabat too? Because considering it was Harley that did the embracing part, now that would technically mean that this one is Sabat too, so you just gave them another soldier in their fucking army. Or you could have asked the prince, which good luck with that one too, but either way, if you did neither of those things, if that wasn't...
It was a bit of an emergency because he was already dead first and the window is closing. There's only a limited amount of time that we can do that once he's already dead.
I need to talk to this one then before all hell decides to rain down even more and I lose the opportunity.
Yes. I fixed his neck. I can do the thing now to everybody.
I want to smile and be, oh, I'm so proud of you for doing that, but right now I'm a little irritated.
I mean, I could probably do that, but that's gonna like be kind of permanent, and then
It's fine. No. I'm good. See? Smile.
we didn't all die.
I know, I'm so proud of all of you for not dying going against the Banu Hakim. That's a pretty big feat to not die on that one.
He tried to shoot me a bunch, and I was like there and there, but I got all.
He did a what?
He shot me. It was there and there and there.
I want you to track him down.
Oh yeah, no, I really don't like the fact that I couldn't hit him. I want to have a second go at that. It's fine. It kind of felt like old days.
Okay. So, you want to take me to Charlotte and Cassandra, but I really need to talk to Harley. So,
Yes.
Harley needs to bring whatever it is that he just created back
Yes.
so that we can all have a conversation together. Could you be so kind? You know what?
I can try.
No. I'm going to do it. I think this warrants a little bit of my personal touch.
Okay.
And I'm going to open my phone and I'm going to call Harley. He better not be too deep into the fucking sewer right now.
Harley
It
still
goes-
doesn't have a working phone on him.
Yeah, it goes
Oh, you
directly to voicemail. There's actually two things that I've been waiting on delivering to Patrick in game from Abigail from the other game, who's trying to get a hold of him the entire time, the last couple of episodes.
That whole coterie
will-
is just spinning
I
the
will
fuck
say-
out right now. I love it.
I will say, I do want to point out that in the duffel bags that I brought back, those included cell phones and laptops of Harley's. So it's it's not impossible that you grabbed another one.
The duffel
but that's
bags are
entirely-
still at the safe house. Harley is still like in GTFO mode.
Yeah, he didn't have
hasn't. Yeah, Harley hasn't like re-equipped yet.
Did you open them?
No.
Okay.
Things have been moving way too quickly for Harley to reestablish himself.
Fair.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
So he doesn't answer then. All right. He's not answering the phone.
Oh, probably because. Yeah, probably because he didn't get to replace his phone yet. Because of the shooting and the moving and then the embracing and
Where is he exactly? Where did you take him? Or where did he go?
I'm not exactly the person that he likes to give a whole lot of details to right now, so I don't know. All things considered.
Okay. So then we will go and we will say hi to Cassandra and Charlotte, regroup for a moment, and then I need to find out where Harley is.
Yes.
Because I'd rather not go see Nixodon by myself without Harley there too, but then again, I suppose it's not that big of a deal.
It could work. I could try to go with you, but I don't know if she can like see me or stuff.
You could go with me. I'm sure that would be fine. Maybe. I don't know. She's not like Alexandria. She's much less forgiving about things. She might try to eat you, and then I'm going to have to try to kill her. And
Why would she try to eat me?
because she's a bot.
I didn't do anything to her yet.
It doesn't matter. Do you not remember the building exploded?
The one that the Camarilla blew up?
Right, but I
Sheriff
well, okay. Hopefully that's why I need to talk to her to make sure she understands that it wasn't us that did that.
Mhm.
All right. To your safe house then.
Okay. And just wait for the car to actually show up and take us there.
While you pile into the car and head over to the safe house, we're gonna go over to pay a little visit to Harley in the sewers. What's up, buddy?
Hi. Hi.
So you have the hand of Nixodon on your shoulder, and Floppy, I think, is the new name of the other Nosferatu.
Yep.
It's basically like her face is almost in between you two, and she's got a hand on either. It's this hand that has. There we go. Hand on either one of your shoulders. You don't need permission of the Camarilla.
That's very true, yes.
Excellent. Who's your new friend, Harley?
His name's Floppy.
That's not my name.
It's Craig.
That's my name. Yeah. Yep.
But he tried getting away from us during an interrogation,
And then he broke my neck.
and we needed the information, and one thing led to another, and now I have a child.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way I remember it too.
And I gave him the option on whether or not he wanted to stay unalive after he answered our questions.
We're going to have to break you of that habit. You don't ask for permission. You do it.
You're right. Of course, you're right. This is taking some getting used to. There's a lot of things going on up in my head right now, and you're right. Old habits. We'll call it moral muscle memory.
And while you're doing that, her hand kind of goes down, kind of on your back. Kind of like, it seems almost matronly until such time as she physically grabs onto your spine.
Point of note, I have 5 health levels. I currently am at 3 superficial. Just
That's fine.
Point of order, storyteller.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you resisting it all?
I'm at. Well, see, we're at Divinculum 9 here.
Mm-hmm.
This. I'm probably going to maybe try pulling away, but I'm going to be making a half-hearted attempt at it. But I'm not even going to bother rolling. She's got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to these successes, you are correct.
Yep.
So let's pretend. Let's go with strength and athletics for you.
Okay.
What would half of your dice pool be?
Half of my dice pool. I'm currently at hunger 4, strength and athletics. We're looking at 3. Unbuffed without prowess taken into account. So
3.
1.5.
So that'd be 1. All right. So she grabs a hold of your spine, and you take the other 2 points of superficial damage because she rolled a fair chunk amount. So she actually forces her hand through flesh and cartilage and grabs a hold of your lower spine right above your hips. Tell me a story.
What do you want to know?
What happened to the building?
I don't fucking know.
And you're feeling like there's definitely a grind going on, as if 2 sections of your spine are fusing together or being crushed.
I had Elena stake me. I just woke up tonight. I have no fucking idea what happened.
You're going to find out, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. And she lets go and crumbles down to the floor. So, Craig, was it? Come with me.
No.
Okay,
No,
sure.
he's mine. He's my child. He stays with me.
Since you're face down, kind of pushing yourself up, she actually, without even looking in your direction, readjusts her weight and puts her foot on one of your hands. Now. You are what, Harley?
I am his sire.
No. Think broader. What are you?
Nosferatu?
Broader.
Sabat!
Yes. Who holds your chain?
Quite a few people, technically.
I suppose that's fair. Let's just say we should zoom that in a little bit. Who's controlling your chain right now?
You are.
Good. You're learning. Excellent. So you stay here and pick yourself up and repair whatever damage you have. Get yourself a drink. And Craig is coming with me. Do you agree?
Burning a temporary willpower. He stays with me. I made him. I want to give him the embrace and the upbringing that I didn't get. I want to do right by him, god damn it. Now leave him with me.
Oh, Harley. You disappoint me so much. Do you really think that?
Yes, I do. You know, you
Which
don't
is your
have-
dominant hand?
rousing prowess.
This is going to get into a bit of a combat situation.
I am now at hunger 5. I'm going into hunger frenzy.
You
Oh
are.
my god, I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch. We had a deal.
So
Har-
you're completely losing it.
Harley,
Your vision goes red.
Harley's going to try to drain this bitch dry and not stop.
Yeah, I kind of figure as much. Or Craig. She's going to stake you.
Of course.
So that would be a probably strength and brawl.
Okay. Five. I mean, they're all hungry dice, so whoop-de-doo.
And vibe check, how you feeling?
I'm very good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm very good. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes with prowess rouse makes that 6.
Yeah. I have bad news.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you're staked. She pulls a stake out from behind her back and drives it into Harley. And Harley goes limp. Now, Craig, we are going to come with me, and you're going to learn about the vernacular. And at that point, we're going to hop back over to Lex and Brennan, or Charlotte and Cassandra in this case. Using everybody's real names. It's weird.
No way we're having that bad of a time.
No way. Things are looking real good over this side.
We're just at the safe house, right?
You are.
Oh, thank God.
Having a party.
We're like, everything's going great, I'm sure.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, isn't it kind of weird that Charlie wanted to do it in such a business way? It's so, yeah. Like,
That was
shaking hands.
weird.
Yeah. I just feel
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking with that.
yeah, what's a little orgy between friends?
Right? Like, isn't that just a regular Tuesday?
Wednesdays for me. Tuesdays are work days.
And you can't have it interfere with book club.
No, book club. Wow. I haven't been to book club since we blew up Trevor.
Oh, I miss Trevor.
I miss him too. Do you think there's any pieces of him left?
I'm sure there is. Well,
Do you
like,
think it likes books?
well, I guess that's really the fundamental question of whether it would be a new being or just smaller pieces of the same one.
Oh, but if no Trevor remains and we just start building a new Trevor with Charlie's new ability to mold flesh, was it Trevor to begin with? Or is it still Trevor after the fact?
It's a really deep question. We'll just have you dominate memories into him and it'll be the total same.
I agree. We are the sum of our memories.
Elena's gonna be mad at us, isn't she?
Yeah, we should probably enjoy ourselves before we get spanked.
Yeah?
Intern party?
You read my mind.
I'll order the wine. You call the interns. And call some of those people that put their name slips in your hat.
Oh, my pirate people, yes.
I'm feeling spicy.
And so we start calling people to come to the safe house.
So by the time Elena and Charlie end up there, it's gonna be like basically a kegger going on.
Lena's just gonna look around and just be like, I thought you said this was a safe house. It doesn't look like a safe house to me.
It was. Do I recognize any of the cars?
No, not at all.
No. Not from like the garage at
No.
Charlotte. All right.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much just new people and people bringing their regular cars. And
But I can probably hear like music and stuff, I imagine, right?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
It was. I think maybe they don't.
You left Cassandra and Charlotte alone.
That is what happened, yes.
It's not a safe house anymore, Charlie.
That is correct. Oh dear.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's get this over with. Should I go ahead and start clearing people out and breaking the music and stuff now, or do I need to give them a moment to realize we're in the room first?
The second one sounds more fun.
Okay. Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
And so I guess we're gonna go up.
Yeah, I'll activate
And
Shadow
as-
Cloak actually on the way in just to make things a little stealthier.
Oh no, as Elena's going up, it's just gonna get darker and colder as she, with every room she goes into, like everything's gonna dim down. It's gonna get colder and darker as she goes up.
So 2 different approaches.
We had 2 different ideas of what it meant by realize that we're in the room.
realize that the room is really, really dark.
Yep.
Yes.
So just in we go. Into this.
Yeah.
It's very much like as Steve described last time. This one actually does feel like a crack house compared to what Cassandra Charlie keeps calling Stula Rose.
Oh yeah, there's
I wanted the full experience.
There's a bunch of things that have been broken. Somebody spray painted the front door somehow accidentally. Yeah, it's like starting to look kind of ridiculous, like a bunch of teenagers are taking over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as soon as I get up to where the music is, I'm just going to go and stand near where the music is playing and just wait for one of them to see me, because obviously it's gonna get darker and it's gonna be really a lot colder, and yeah, I'm just gonna wait. And as soon
Charlotte
as
and
they
Cassandra are somewhere on a beanbag chair, just like, well, party's over.
Right?
I touch the stereo as soon as they see me.
Yeah,
Wasn't
you all
mine.
hear the.
That's why
It's
I
just-
told him to bring an extra one.
It is time for everyone to leave.
Mom's
Now.
home.
It was fun while it lasted, and we were going to get grounded anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we were in trouble to start with. Might as well wait.
Do you think that you're being cute, you two? What the fuck?
I know I'm being
mean-
cute.
You
I'm always cute.
you guys know what a safe house means, right?
The house where no one's shooting at you.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to stay like no one is shooting at you, because when you have a big party like this, you're kind of waving a fucking flag in the air saying, hello, come shoot me again.
It's the house. It's the house where nobody's shooting at you because people don't know that you are there because they can't follow a party to the house.
Oh, that's so annoying because I didn't have people shooting at me until somebody messed up one of my meetings.
We're not gonna do this right now.
And
Do you
also,
want
like,
to do this right now?
No, I'm drunk.
Charlotte?
Please clear the house out first.
Yeah.
Everybody out.
You should probably go.
Ah,
I know.
what happened to the music? That's Adam, by the way.
Oh man, Adam's here. Adam's not allowed to leave. Not you. You come back here.
I'm gonna forgetful mind Adam.
Poor
Wow.
goddamn Adam.
Poor Adam. He's gonna have more Swiss cheese holes in his brain than Harley does.
He definitely has more.
He didn't sign a contract.
He did not. Oh wait, he signed the contract to be an intern, which
The worst
includes,
contract.
It includes a dominate clause.
All right, so we'll shuffle people out of here.
Come
Make them
on,
take their passed
the
out
party's
friends.
just getting started.
I
Why
know.
you gotta-
Take it up with her. You want to go talk to her?
No,
And I just give them the stare, like, you want to do that?
and they wander off. Yeah, everybody eventually clears out, and there's like a bunch of like half drunk bottles of alcohol and like haphazardly put together like folding chairs and tables and Dixie cups all over the place.
You just basically could have that is just basically an invitation to the Banu Hakim to come and kill you.
How do you figure? Do you think we're the only house party in Vancouver tonight?
The only one in a place like this that just spawns out of nowhere.
The house didn't just spawn out of nowhere.
That is made up of largely Charlotte's interns.
We actually called people from the pirate club. We
Yeah,
thought that far ahead.
Yeah, we invited a bunch of randos.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But, you know, if the people that hired this assassin are who we think they are, and they're these Ventru, all it would take is him following Adam here.
True.
Try to find you guys.
Okay, but like I need to point out that we only got attacked when Sula Rose was closed, so it seems like they're actually trying to minimize damage. So by bringing a bunch of mortals here, we were actually cloaking our presence and keeping ourselves safer than if we'd been here alone and undefended.
We were left here all alone and unattended.
That is a fair counterpoint. I will bring back that assassin attempted to disappear from sight right in front of us and thus could just kill you within the room.
He didn't even
Okay,
hurt
but like
either
that's
of
right
us.
in front of us.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty clear they don't want all the Masquerade breach stuff. Literally, no matter who sent them, they clearly didn't want Masquerade breach. So by filling this place with mortals,
We were cloaked in being obvious.
Yeah, it's called being
So then
invisible
he
in
just
plain
waits.
sight.
So then he just waits for everyone to leave and then comes in and kills you because now he knows you're here.
So you mean
you
like
made
you just made
everybody
everyone leave?
At least now you're not by yourself.
You're still not by
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. So we were just taking care of things while you two were busy, and now you're here.
We were
so
so
the party has
alone
come
and
to a clear
defenseless.
end.
It's a fair
It was
counterpoint.
scary.
It's a fair counterpoint. I completely do not believe that was the logistical reason for doing it, but
Absolutely not.
it's a fair rationale.
Yeah,
I will give you that.
So
we're fairly rationed.
Yes.
That's not how you use that word, dear.
Harley didn't tell
Really?
me where he was going. Did he tell either of you?
Didn't he say he was going to the sewer?
Yeah,
was-
he said he was going to one of his special places, and I assume that means the Land of Gross.
Okay, he wasn't specific, so I didn't know if he was more specific. to either.
And-
Charlotte would know where Harley's location is.
Oh, do I have that thing? Does
Well-
that work both ways?
Well, this is it would have been property that he bought from Charlotte Industries.
Oh, I know where the disgusting
Yeah,
place is.
Yeah.
And Harley did say he was going down, because I, in character, was like, that's a dumb idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, so where is the place? Because I need to talk to Harley's new friend, the new friend that all of you sort of helped make.
Well, as our
In a way.
beautiful Cassandra said, it was a bad idea, and to be completely honest, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't make it to the place.
Why would you say that?
Because the sewers are controlled by Nixodon, and he went into the sewers.
And I don't think that it was a Nixodon that ordered this hit.
I believe his rationale was that he was going to stay more towards surface level sewers to attempt to avoid her. I don't actually know how well that
The
works.
second he opened a manhole, she knew he was down there.
Okay, it
It's-
doesn't
it's kind
matter.
of like
Somebody
trying-
please tell me where he is right now.
That way we can find him. But no, the specific where you said you know where the gross place is.
I'll tell you where the place is. I don't know how to get there.
Okay, we can figure that part out.
Mm-hmm. So, all of you coming along?
Well, you wouldn't leave us horribly defenseless and unattended, would you?
So alone. So frightened. We'd have to have another party.
We would,
Wait.
just to defend ourselves.
You know what? Why don't you
Yeah.
guys stay with Connor? He's in a public place. Would you like to do that, Cassandra?
Arguably, would be safer.
We
but I
could.
don't really
He
want
is
that.
the one who called and warned us about the whole shootout. That might actually be the safest place for
I
us
don't
all
think
to
you
have
two
gone.
then go find out what he knows about it. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be the last person he wants to see. And Charlie's really going to be the last person he wants to see.
I'll be the last person he sees.
Yeah, and
Precisely.
we're probably the first or second people that he'd want to see. So
That is true.
in no particular order.
What I suggest is that accompany you to wherever this Connor is.
The casino.
You two talk to Connor and find out how he knew what he knew and what else he might know. And stay there until I can find Harley.
Okay, let's split up.
Okay.
I'll pray for you.
Do you
We'll
want,
definitely cover more ground this way.
do you want to call Connor again for limousine like the first time, or do you want to just go there?
Oh,
Oh,
you aren't
I'll-
worried the assassins will just follow his car here like they could with Adam?
I'm
But
assuming,
you just make the fucking call already.
I'm assuming the
Enough being
limo-
smartasses.
I texted him. He's got one on the way.
Yeah, I was assuming our
Did he lol?
He actually sent a kissy emoji.
Gross.
It's true, he did.
All right,
Gross.
look.
Seething with jealousy.
Cassandra, Charlotte, good point. Good point. You both have good points. Be proud of yourselves. Now, can we end all of the passive aggressive bullshit that has been going on? We really have very important things that need to be dealt with right now.
I mean,
Can
to
we
be
get
fair,
on the
you
same
came in
page?
here yelling at us.
And you
Oh my
canceled our
god.
party.
Because I just found out that all of you were just almost killed by a Banu Hakim.
I wasn't
I'm-
even hurt.
And
That-
like, we've been attacked by so much stuff. How is this not just like
actually
normal?
do want to point out Charlotte was standing like a brick wall and putting in all the bullets. It was actually really impressive.
I've been
It
doing
was
Tai
a
Bo.
total badass moment.
Yeah.
Either way. Can we please be on the same page?
Of course. At least
Okay,
in the
well-
same book.
What exactly is the plan here? Okay, we go to Connor, blah, blah, blah. You guys go down in the sewer, you yell at Harley for a little bit, and then what?
And we regroup.
And figure out what to do from
Where?
here.
Because we are sort of running out of places that haven't been shot or burned down or compromised or attacked by werewolves or have sentient meat rooms or...
And I guess
Wow.
everybody knows where I live. So there's
Yeah.
We could always go back to the place where Harley and I originally stayed. Everyone thinks that
Ew.
it is burned right now.
Isn't that also in the sewers?
It is.
Yeah. And that's owned by Nyx, so like we probably all shouldn't be down there.
We
after
lived
that
in a
whole-
building with Alexandru
Yeah, that
and
was before
Trevor.
that was before we exploded it, and also before we weren't allowed to join the Sabbat openly.
Oh, speaking of exploded, we could go stay at the Pirate Club.
There's that.
Oh no.
No, there's not. That's burned down.
Hmm.
I know. Nobody would look there.
You want to stay in a burned down the building after all of this?
Where are we now?
Fair point. Okay, fine. Fine. That is what we'll do. You go talk to Connor. We'll go find Harley. We'll bring him back. We meet at the Pirate Club when we.
And if you want to get into any of the buildings that you own around the Pirate Club, we could do that.
Good idea.
That's a better idea than the burned down one.
All right, everybody, bring in your hands. We will break as a team.
I'm just
Sandra
gonna
does it
pull out.
without hesitation.
I'm just gonna pull out a tentacle and let it like.
Oh, it's cold.
Oh, it's touching me.
All right, everybody. Thanks for the three-way Charlie on three. 1, 2, 3. And then let's head out.
What are you talking about?
I grabbed Cassandra and we walked out the door.
Charlie, what are they talking about?
I have no idea.
Charlie.
You want to do an insight check, Elena?
Oh, yeah.
Wits and insight?
I love that. That was
Oh,
awful.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Totally.
that could have very
That was
easily
so
been an
perfect.
IRL reaction right there, directly from Zach. What?
Speaking of non-IRL, Patrick, I sent you a PM.
Oh, I gotta check that, shouldn't I?
I got 5 on that.
5 successes.
I got 4 on a composure subterfuge.
Hmm.
I win. You're lying.
Yeah, he seems like something's not right about his response, but you
Oh,
can't
why would he
quite
lie
put your
about it?
finger on it.
It's so crazy.
Charlie,
It may-
do you
may-
remember?
With only one success, though, it may actually be that they just said something weird and wacky, and he got caught off guard. It could be that.
Charlie, do you remember when we talked about, memoir secrets?
Uh-huh.
Is there something that I need to know about? Or rather, is there something that happened that is in reference to whatever it was that she just said about 3?
It's a weird way to phrase it.
Oh, so there is an it. Would you like to tell me about it, please?
Yeah, so Cassandra, remember how I told Cassandra that she needed to be able to like strengthen her mind, and like she was really hesitant about that with Charlotte? Well, she agreed to do that, like she talked about. And so she did. And then this is where things get hazy.
Unhaze them, Charlie.
And then we talked about how we could like be able to protect ourselves from.
Charlie, what happened? Would you just go ahead and tell me?
I'm getting there. So we talked about how we
Short
could
story, we don't have time.
I gave them the ability to turn invisible like I can, and whatnot, and I picked up a couple of chips from them too.
Yeah, you all drink each other's blood.
Yes.
Uh-huh. You sort of just did the non-Sabat Veniculum
Yeah, it goes away quicker.
and the Valdery.
It goes away quicker. Plus, you learn
Uh-huh.
cool stuff
Uh-huh.
instead of just having a friendship circle. It doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm. So you had the blood party while I was away, and not knowing that you all were shot at, and
Wasn't really a party.
uh-huh.
And in full disclosure, this was also so I could learn how to go faster, so I can actually catch said Banu Hakim.
Okay.
I didn't like
And she's just going to turn and walk
this
away.
So is Charlie following?
Yeah, been following.
So, we're splitting up, are we?
Going
Like
to
the smartest
soup
people ever.
first. I
'Cause
think
this
that we
went,
were
like,
planning
super
on
good.
as actually escorting Charlotte and Cassandra to the casino, and then us two go from there.
We talked
I
about
thought,
that.
I
and
thought
then-
Connor was sending a limo for us.
Yeah, and then that happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a delayed splitting up.
Yeah.
understood.
So you're all
Yeah. I
I guess
piling
we're,
into the
we're
limo
just
then?
like standing outside.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the limo, and then we'll
Mhm.
we'll depart from them. Once we-
Lesson
Mhm.
number 2: always leave a social landmine before you leave the room.
So just
It's a
walk out.
valid way to do it.
Just walk out and look at Charlotte like,
Is everything okay, Charlie?
that was a really weird way to phrase that.
Oh, sorry. You know me. I spent so much time in the closet that I just don't know how to phrase everything.
Oh, I mean, it's okay. You can have whatever lifestyle you want.
Well, how would you have phrased it then, Charlie?
Hmm.
We taught each other abilities so that we could better protect ourselves from Connor and the Sabat and the Banu Hakim. And
So
That's
we
such
learned
a long thing to say before we do the hand thing. It has to be like snappy.
Yeah. Something more like we learned about each other by exploring each other's bodies.
that
Break.
also feels like a major misrepresentation.
Is it?
Technically, you could have just said you drank each other's blood.
That's also quicker, but still very shortening.
Oh, but it's so cliche.
Not-
We're
not
vampires.
punchy.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it on a sign.
I probably wouldn't put the whole thing on a sign in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for
Do
the
you all feel
three-way.
better
I would
now?
put on a sign.
Do you all
Like
feel
a
better
big
now?
sign, like one of the billboards that goes up.
Neon lights.
Yeah.
Thanks
So you
for
all
the
feel
three-way,
better?
Charlie. Yes, I feel great.
Uh-huh. Okay. Good to know. Because, you know.
Are you not feeling better? I thought you'd be happy to know that we're all alive and well.
You know, it would have just been nice for before you decided to all go on a little blood binge that you would have sent me a message to let me know things had happened. But it's fine. Don't worry about me. It's fine.
Oh, she
She's
wishes
right.
she
We
was.
should have invited her.
You're
Oh,
right.
It's fine.
Rude.
No, it's
That was
fine. It's
rude of
fine. No,
us.
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do
Can
you
we
want
please
to do it
go
again,
now?
like right now? Because like
No,
if
I
you're
don't
feeling
want to do
left
it.
out, that's not what we
No,
want.
I'm
Like,
good.
I mean,
It's
if you
fine.
want
I
to go
don't
like
need to.
right
No.
now, we
No,
can.
it's
I'm
okay.
good.
We can
No,
do it. We can
Cassandra,
do
I'm
it.
good.
We don't even have to do it the
Charlie,
business
take
way.
I
your shirt
don't
off
fucking
again.
want to. Don't fucking want to do this at all. I'm good. I've already had almost all of your blood anyway. I can learn this stuff if I want to.
I haven't had mine yet.
I haven't had Charlotte's yet.
She's
Well.
had mine.
Well,
Hmm.
we could fix that, and then we're all on the same page.
I'm good. There's really not
you-
anything
you don't
Charlotte
even
could
get-
teach
And I
me.
mean, we haven't drunk from you. So like,
I have.
Mhm.
okay, so just Charlie. Like that doesn't seem fair.
Can we please go now?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. So I'm assuming the conversation kind of dies down a bit for the limo ride.
I assume Charlotte and Cassandra keep up an ongoing chatter the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably.
Still a little drunk.
Just a little. So eventually, after much chattering, the limo pulls up to Park Casino. And I'm assuming lets out Elena and Charlie.
Let's out
I
everybody.
assume let's out all four of us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the limo would pull into like the underground parking.
Oh,
to-
okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, actually, would prefer for the limo to let them out at the front door so that I can watch and make sure that they get into the fucking casino. Because parking garage by themselves is probably not a good idea.
That's actually a really valid point, yeah.
Yeah, unless we're also going into the parking garage. Yeah.
Jeez, it's like I'm dealing with D&D players. You're all so paranoid.
Like you said,
I
to
meant
me,
just one random thing.
You're dealing with two players who don't trust the other two players to not be idiots.
You mentioned
is
an ornate
valid.
door. Let's spend the next hour investigating it. No, it's just a door. Come on, guys, just go in.
Yeah, and it was just a gazebo too.
It was just a gazebo.
So
s-
this is our stop. Are you guys good?
Yes.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
That's a
Which
short
isn't very much.
Yeah, it's a super short list.
Go figure out what Connor knows and don't get hurt and stuff.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Don't
Yeah.
leave here, please, until you've heard from us.
That too, please.
Hmm.
Okay, what should we do if we get attacked here? Should we stay here and continue getting attacked, or should we leave?
I would probably say bank on Connor wanting to protect you and use all that crazy stuff that he knows how to do in your
He
favor.
would want to protect me.
Precisely what she said.
Well, at least we can bank on that.
Cassandra, we would rather go with us instead. You can go with us if you don't feel comfortable.
No,
I don't
no,
want to
no,
put
no,
you
no.
in a position to where you're not comfortable. I don't ever want to do that.
To be fair, like both of these options are not my favorite. I wanted to stay at the house party, but I'll go to the fancy casino over the grossy sewer.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then watch them go inside the casino and then we will leave.
Do we make it inside the casino?
The casino explodes. No, I'm kidding.
Immediate gunfire.
Yeah, you make it into the casino, no problem.
Yay, step one complete.
And then you make your way up to the floor that Connor is staying at. So what do you do from here?
Oh, we have to interrogate, don't we?
Yeah. Do you think the screws are gonna work here? Because I don't.
No, I think he's into that.
No. Well, he might still give up info for it.
Good point. We'll keep the screws on standby.
Okay.
We'll knock on the door.
Good plan. But this time we actually knock, not the Elena knock.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a nice.
Eventually, the attaché opens the door. Lady Cassandra and Lady Charlotte. Come in.
Oh,
And they
it's
are
like-
not holding a cat. That's just me.
Oh, I was
It's very
hoping-
villainous.
Yeah,
Come in.
Right.
Cassandra, have you met Virgil? He's a lovely man.
I don't actually think we have exchanged pleasantries.
I do not believe we have, but it is not my place to do so.
Well, it's nice to meet you either way.
You as well. If you'll follow me, and they lock the door and make sure everything is secure. And Virgil leads you into the living area, and Connor is there watching Days of Our Lives once again.
He loves this show.
Such good taste.
So, what do I owe the pleasure once again?
Oh, we're just avoiding being shot at, and we figured this might be a safe place to avoid it.
You're
and we
probably
wanted to
right.
thank you for the pre-warning.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah, it really goes a long way to make sure your name isn't on the list of people we suspect of shooting at us.
Hmm.
Those would probably be your Ventru friends.
That's what we thought, but after a little bit of interrogation, it seems that the assassins were told that they need to keep Elena alive.
Elena.
Why would they want that?
Right? Like the worst choice.
One would assume that they would want you alive, Charlotte,
You would think, right?
to bring back to them to torture to death.
Right. It was
Or at
my
least
fault.
to extract boons from and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm. Boons, when you're hiring assassins, probably isn't tops on your list of things to do.
I
Have
feel like
you-
the assassins are an overkill for what was granted a really big slight, but still just a slight, and one in private, no less.
The information that I got wasn't incredibly specific. It just let me know when they were going to hit and who sent them.
Well, you have your ears to the ground, Connor. Would you know of anybody who might want us dead, but also wants Elena alive for some reason?
I have no idea. Do you want to do an insight check?
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh,
We're
wits
both
and
staring at
insight.
him like, mm-hmm.
You're both like, go on.
Do I have any of that?
Oh, come on, guys. You can do this. I have
Nah,
faith in you. Elena believes in you. Ish.
I mean, at least one of us is smart.
that's true. I just don't look it.
Maybe it's me.
5.
3.
Charlotte, you pick up that he doesn't seem to be lying. There's no like regular tick that he would have, like no eye fluttering or anything like that. He seems kind of perplexed. He's
That's
not
not-
sure.
That's not what I wanted to feel. He's being honest.
Oh.
Why would I lie?
Right. Why would you lie?
Exactly.
We've just become so distrustful lately with everything that's been going on. It's hard to know who to trust.
And it's not your fault. You've never done anything to either of us that would make us distrust you in any way.
Yeah, I mean, you've never even lied to us.
This is true.
Except for that one time that he lied to you. And then just now when he lied about saying that that was true, because he definitely lied to you that one time.
Oh yeah, there was that one lie about Phoebe. What was
Phoebe,
up with that?
why weren't you honest with us, Connor?
That she left for Seattle?
That you made her leave for Seattle because she was going to usurp my position.
She was.
See, I might not look it, but I'm a bit of a human lie detector, probably because I lie so much. And when we talked about that one time, that one weekend that we spent here, you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't getting good vibes from that one.
Probably not. You see, I am rather defensive about the people I'm protecting.
As you should be.
Phoebe wasn't quite as, let's say, non-intelligent as she appeared.
Rattle, rattle, rattle. Fabulous.
For that time.
Or he's telling the truth this time.
Okay, so Phoebe was a little bit ambitious and you were being overprotective. So you did send her away then.
In a manner of speaking.
I just feel like, we are the two most important women in your life. We should just have an honest and open line of communication between the three of us.
Phoebe's
Is there any
dead.
way that we can make that happen? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Phoebe's dead.
Oh. Yep.
We hated Phoebe. Phoebe sucked.
Yeah, she was real bad at her job.
Mm-hmm. Kind of vapid.
Didn't even know how to
And-
set up tablecloths.
And she was planning on killing you.
Oh, we've jumped from usurping my position to killing me. That is a big jump.
Yeah.
Why are there so many people trying to kill us?
I don't know.
So, how did you find out about this little incoming attack?
That she was trying to
don't
kill
wanna...
you?
No, the one that just happened. Like, I don't want to get all up on your sources and stuff, but like, if someone told you it was the Venture sending them and it pretty clearly wasn't, then I'm really worried someone's giving you false information.
Oh, and that wouldn't be good for you.
I'm
No.
going to have a chat with my Nosferatu informant.
Why don't
They
we all
told
have a
me-
chat?
they
We're
told
good
me
with the Nosferatu.
Ventru- They told me the Ventru. They used those two specific names.
Almost like they were being framed, perhaps.
Yeah.
But it's not a good look for the Nosferatu to not tell the truth. Especially when prestation is involved.
And where was your Nosferatu friend getting his information?
There's probably generally a Nosferatu kicking around you guys 24/7.
We gotta start glittering the rooms again, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, we have a wonderful relationship here between the three of us, and I feel like if we put our three heads together, we'd be completely unstoppable when it comes to figuring out who actually sent the hitmen. Do you think we can do that, Connor?
I think that's probably advisable.
What if we try to do the two birds, one stone thing? We needed to set up meetings with those two ventures so that you could smooth things over. What if we invited them over to do that here? That way we can find out whether they actually sent those people, between, the two of you who are so good with the lies and stuff.
It's true,
And if
we
they
are good at
did-
lying.
If they did, then you can take care of them, and if they didn't, then we can, fix your meetings.
Oh,
that,
and then
that
you-
Elena broke.
Right,
And just
then
Elena.
Connor, you can be there and offer your support because it would be advantageous to the both of us. And if you weren't there, it might just hurt Cassandra, and you would never do that.
Of course I wouldn't.
So then it's a
So?
plan?
It does sound like a plan.
We have a
Then-
plan.
I'll go make some calls, and then we can cut away to something much more terrifying.
Actually, we're going to be taking a bit of a break. It's a little
Oh.
bit on the early
That's the
side.
most terrifying.
Hydration.
I just want to say, I
No.
love it when you do that, Brennan. You're like, I'll just do this, and then we can cut away to something else. And it's just like you're in character, still like breaking that fourth wall. It's great.
Charlotte's just Deadpool. It's just...
Totally over.
Right.
Yeah.
So go hydrate, everybody, and be back in about 5 minutes, and we will go back to kicking Harley, I guess.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Welcome back, everybody. We are, well, they split the party. Even
Dum,
after,
dum, dum.
yeah, I'm not going to say who said that, they shouldn't split the party in our Zoom chat, but then they immediately split the party not in the Zoom chat. So, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
If to be fair, I left you guys in
To
a
be fair.
public place.
What could possibly go wrong?
I didn't just leave you in an abandoned building. I left you in a public place.
I'm
Super.
glad that we were able to convince you that we were right, even though we were definitely wrong.
You
Those-
convinced
those
me that
are
you were
valid
right. You
points.
convinced me that you were correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Elena and Charlie, who are just coming up on Harley's gross kind of sewer building purchase thing. So, Harley, describe what the building looks like.
All right, so the building itself is very much abandoned warehouse on the surface level. There's clearly space to expand whatever operation Harley wants to do up here. He just hasn't had the time. There's you can see there's little pockets, at least in the upper level, of random scrap furniture that several Nosferatu or their associates have kind of set up as like a little lounge. But down below in the actual sewer level, this was definitely some kind of an old industrial building, but there's a lot of infrastructure that the building itself can be connected and plugged into, as far as tunnels, piping, ducting, whatever. But down below, it's night and day difference compared to how Harley would have kept his old haven. Very, very grimy, very this looks like it is a bolt hole. But the down below there's you can see where there's a backup server farm that's starting to get set up. If you do bother to actually smell the local area, it definitely has a mildewy odor to it.
I do not.
But other than that, yeah, it's just grimy, gross, disgusting, very, very contrary to how Harley would normally keep his places.
So yeah, you come up on that building. How are you going to be approaching it? Out in the open, tons of shadows out in the open.
I imagine out in the open, because if Harley is here, then everything is most likely good.
Yeah, I'm not really hiding. I'm just going to try to find Harley.
All right. Yeah, she's just gonna walk in, bold as brass.
Yeah.
So you walk in, and you see, being dragged by one ankle is Harley, and it's by he looks kind of like a tall, spindly Nosferatu, but he's only about 5 feet tall.
Arms
He's super thin.
immediately go through him to pin him against the wall.
I just go,
Can I
hey,
get her? Just straight to the wall.
And he gets pushed up against the wall.
I would have to roll for it.
Explain
Look
what
down.
you're doing with my friend
Uh,
right now.
Well,
Next.
I'll point at his body.
Nix told me to bring him here.
Nixodon?
Why did she do that?
Is there another Nix? Are there several Nixes? I don't know. I thought there was only the one, but if there's more than one Nix, that's
Hey,
fine.
hey, hi,
That's
hi,
okay.
hey,
Well, hello.
Hi, yes, hi. Have you met her before?
No.
Great. I'm gonna give you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Nick Jonas.
Hey,
I'm going
Nick,
to
I'm
kill
gonna
you
give
if
a
you don't
benefit.
shut the fuck up and answer the questions.
I'm gonna give you a benefit that other people don't normally get. You have very limited amount of time to answer her question before she starts pulling limbs off.
Well, that's not cool.
It's not. So you should probably answer really direct.
Well, yeah, I did.
I know, but direct.
Why has he been staked?
Nick's never actually told me that.
Okay. Did Nix do it?
Probably. I don't know.
Where
there.
is she now?
Probably wherever Nixodon goes.
You said that she just told you to do this. So
Yeah.
where was she?
We were in the sewers not too far from here.
Great. So you can take me to her.
Probably not,
Why not?
because I don't have a geo-tracker on her.
You don't know where she goes? You're not privy to that information? You
I
don't
am
meet
not.
up with her anywhere except for where
Have
she
you
shows up?
met Nixodon? She's
Yes.
just really scary.
Yes, several times.
Elena's just going to look at her hand as it starts to ferrule a weapon.
Now, if you're telling the truth, it'll go a lot easier for you
Why would I lie?
because she told you to.
Who did?
Nixodon.
No, she didn't.
It
told
doesn't
me-
matter.
She told me to take him here. I was
Okay.
just going to dump him in whatever, I don't know, passes for a
And
better
you
route.
cannot take me to where she was just at?
Well, I could probably take you to where she was just at, but she probably ain't there.
Good.
He's saying that she's not. He's saying that he doesn't think that she's going to be there by the time we get there.
That's it. That's
So
what
where
I'm
does
saying.
she normally stay? Surely you know that.
Probably where we
I don't have a clue.
met her the past couple times. I'd imagine. We can wake Harley up and go back there.
Fine. And she takes it away.
Whew. Wow.
Count yourself lucky. You should probably run away now.
Good
If
plan.
you see Nixodon, let her
Take
know that I'm looking for her, and it would be wonderful if she would make it easier rather than difficult.
And he's gone.
Yeah. Before the end of that sentence, he was long gone.
Well, I think maybe your agreement thing didn't hold.
Technically, he's not actually harmed. He's just staked.
Is Harley on his back, on his side?
Harley would be on his back, but
Okay.
there's like the one leg that's kind of cocked up because he was being dragged by that leg. The other
Alright.
leg is kind of going sideways.
Then I will like sit him up to just get a good look over him.
Charlie.
Hmm?
Get behind me, please.
Okay. Before I do, as I pick him up, do I see anything such as the finger holes through the back of his hoodie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
It's also clear Harley hasn't really healed any of the previous damage from the night earlier.
I thought you healed the chest wound.
He did that and like just enough of like the bullet holes to like get functional, but he's still you can tell his body's beat to shit.
Yeah, but spine injury is a bit different. So I'll go, okay, but, and I'll just tilt him over so Elena can see. But I think that's a no on the technicality. So we probably wake him up and then we go find her, put him back down,
Yes.
and I'll just take a
Yes.
couple steps behind Elena.
Um,
And I'm preparing to like activate vicissitude if I need to, but not.
I can't tell that he's actually been fed blood, can I?
There's a lot of blood that's near where his
Okay.
face is. Like,
All right.
it almost reminds you of like the aftermath of you frenzying with the werewolf.
Okay. So, you might want to obfuscate.
Why is that?
Just in case he can't see you, maybe. when it comes to, just in case he's angry.
Okay, I mean, he already heard me, but I'll take a
Okay.
step behind
Fair
Elena.
enough.
Talking.
Fair enough. Just stay back there so that I can
Yep.
make sure that nothing happens.
No worries, I can
And
handle.
I've got my arms still are out.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I'm going to have them kind of wrap around him just in case, and then I'm going to pull the stake out.
He was pumped in enough blood that he healed some of his damage, and he's at 1 hunger.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Nyx has Floppy. She has him. We have to go.
Who's Floppy?
My
That's,
child.
The nickname of the child.
We're going to talk about that later. But for now, you're right. I need to talk to that one and to Nixodon. So, I'm going to let you go. You're good. Right?
I'm good. He is in danger right now.
Okay.
We need.
I'm going to pull the arms back. Take me to her.
All right.
Point of order:
Yes.
is it a good idea for you to go?
He's my child.
Fair enough.
So you're proceeding to where Harley was staked, or to
Probably to
Need to
Nixodon.
go down.
I intend on going all the way down.
Yep.
I'm letting the two of them, as soon as basically the moment they take a step in front of me, I am pulling up Unseen Passage with Silence of Death, and I succeed in my rouse check.
okay.
So the moment that they turn to go out the door, I'm just gone.
Okay.
I know you can hear me, so stay behind us, please. That would be appreciated.
Just right between like Harley and Elena's head, just okay.
And I'm following Harley.
Okay. Before we proceed any further, I want to get some mechanics things cleared up here on my sheet. All right. So I am at hunger 1.
Yes.
Okay, I am currently at 2 damaged willpower, 2 undamaged willpower. We're good on that front.
Cool.
Before the spinal thing and the stake, I was at 3 superficial, with 2 unmarked. There was 1 from the spine thing.
I think there was 2 from the spine.
2 from the spine thing, so that would put me at physically incapacitated.
Yes.
All right, and
I don't really count the stake damage because it's
Right.
just more. It's another hole.
Okay.
Really.
So we could probably say that Harley's spine is broken.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Yeah,
It was kind of ground a little bit.
yeah, that'd be
gotcha.
aggravated damage at that
Yeah,
point.
super uncomfortable.
I am going to rouse to heal. I'm at hunger 2.
Hey,
and-
pal. How's it going?
Yeah, we're. You know what?
See, the last time you didn't listen to me, you got in shit. So,
Yeah.
time to eat somebody, right?
Yeah. Hold on a
You
second.
can do it,
here.
champ.
Hold
I have
on.
faith in you.
I'm rousing again to heal some more, and I succeeded there, so I am at 1 superficial. I'm
Okay.
good. And I'm gonna, I would proceed to lead our little troop down to Nyx's little chamber.
And while you're doing that, some people are arriving at Connor's. And they are shown into the... And my computer decided to not work right now. That's weird. Give me 1 sec. Ah, there we go. It's working now. Yay. So Amelia Baxter and Genevieve Wong are shown into the area that you were in. And Connor has some refreshments available that are brought out by the attaché. Ladies, would you like to partake?
Oh, we're full. We just came from a meeting where we already ate.
I think you might like some of it. I got it fresh from the circulatory system.
Oh, all right.
If you insist.
What is your I don't want to break any Ventrue need to know type thing.
My what?
Your feeding
Your-
preference.
Preference.
Oh, same as hers. Don't worry.
Right. Cassandra, I think you'll find this one, and he picks up one of the goblets and hands it to you, to be kind of to your liking. They, for some reason, it almost tastes like roses.
Huh.
And sure enough, it almost tastes like roses.
Interesting.
Right? They're doing some pretty amazing things. Guinevere and I believe Emilio, was it? Yes. Please have a seat. And they take up seats basically where Cassandra was sitting during the confrontation with Connor. And he motions for Charlotte and Cassandra to take the seat where Connor was.
Charlotte will pull out a chair for Cassandra and then have a seat.
Aw.
Miss Baxter, Miss Wong, I fear that we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Do tell.
I've heard it through the grapevine, and it's gotten back to me that you feel as though you were mistreated when we were meant to have our meeting, and I just couldn't stand to let that slide. So
And
go ahead.
Amelia, that Cassandra would definitely notice right away, is in like kind of a completely head to toe fucking red everything.
So
Yes. You were. Your stooges need to be more under control.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the problem. When you diversify your stooges, you just get different types of personalities that sometimes lash out on their own accord, and I take responsibility for that.
I certainly share some of the responsibility of what happened.
Oh, I know. And that was Amelia that said that.
So we just brought you here today. This wouldn't be our normal meeting place, but I'm sure you've heard on the news that my last offices were destroyed.
Had a Sabat problem, from what I recall.
Yes, it's so weird how that happens.
Hmm.
And actually, we're just coming from an attempted assassination at her establishment. So we've actually run into a bit of bad luck, and we just feel like we should sort these things out with you just so that we can deal with the bigger problems that you obviously had nothing to do with, correct?
Obviously.
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 Because we're not Sabat.
Right. We
I
handle
mean-
things with dignity.
Precisely. We're not some dime store La Sombra.
I'd say dollar store La Sombra, but
Cheap
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
cheap.
true. Yeah, we don't have dime stores anymore. Inflation.
so let's just erase the past and let's get off on the right foot this time. Let's meet as though we were meeting for the first time without a La Sombra tripping or telling
any
you to
of the
change clothes.
lower clans that you have in your stooge cadre.
Right, they're busy doing a disgusting mission in the sewers. You won't have to worry about them.
So, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I wish it was under different circumstances, but I'm glad to be met.
Hmm. Why are we here?
Well, to right a wrong? Is that abnormal?
Go on.
You don't normally leave business unattended to, do you?
I do not.
So I just couldn't sleep tonight without knowing that the problems that my coterie have caused were dealt with. And I want to figure out how we can make a good working relationship between our two companies. Three companies, actually.
I'm open to offers. And Guinevere also pipes up with like, yes, I wouldn't mind an offer or two.
But before we make any deals, we just need to clarify something that we might have heard from a reputable source.
Oh,
We heard that the assassins that came after us at Sula Rose were actually sent by you two specifically.
assassins.
Yeah. I wouldn't believe that for a second, but I just couldn't proceed with business if I didn't have it clarified that that were not the case.
Over a minor slight.
Seemed like such an overreaction.
That does seem overreactionary.
So what I'm worried about is that maybe there's a third party separate from us and you that might be trying to frame you in such a way that puts us in conflict. And I don't like to be a puppet with my strings pulled.
Where did you hear this information?
Connor,
And Connor's like, yes,
where did we hear that information?
from a Nosferatu. It's
And
one of
you
the
know,
one of the ones that keeps an eye on this coterie. I believe his name is Nick Jonas.
and you know Nosferatu, grubby little sewer dwellers that they are exceptional at finding information. So
Yes,
If-
but usually they don't lie. That's
Right.
the concerning part.
Which sounds like someone fed them the wrong information. Which doesn't sound good for you.
No, it doesn't.
now I was thinking that maybe we could cross-reference some of our enemies and maybe find out who might be trying to kill two birds with one stone.
That would be... That'd be a long list.
I'm sure it would, but I think the elimination of enemies would be a great foundation to start our new business relationship on.
Maybe the elimination of some of these enemies for mutual benefit.
I can't see anything wrong with that deal.
That is understandable. Tell me, however, before we get into all of that, what are you going to do about the Scourge?
Scourge. What are we going to do about the Scourge, Cassandra?
I'm not sure. Has the Scourge been making problems for you in some way?
Oh, not me. What are you going to be doing about it? See, the Scourge is sniffing a little close at your former building. Figuring that if there was Sabat there, that chances are that either one of you, possibly some other of your coterie, are either turned by or in league with the Sabat.
Slander.
Lies.
Yeah, but the Scourge doesn't really work in pointing fingers once they've tracked somebody down. Usually they just kill somebody and be done with it.
No, that's true. That would be very incriminating. The fact that we had Sabat located in our building. Though, I must say that the Sabat that was located in my building was actually a prior deal that I was simply upholding.
Prior deal with whom?
With Victor, and he's not around anymore.
Victor Davenport?
Yes. When I was initially put in charge of Alexander Industries, this deal was already in place, and I simply honored that deal to not make any waves in my first new moves with the new company.
Just grandfathered the contracts along.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there's a slight problem with your reasoning. Victor didn't have control of Alexander Industries. He merely purchased the building, and then he tried to get you to take care of it.
So then there's
we
a
need
branch.
to know who he purchased it from.
Yes.
He purchased it from the Alexander, I can't remember his name. He's a minor venture. He was making deals with Pentex.
I remember we did have trouble with Pentex.
From what I heard, Beckett came in and killed him.
So it seems like it was just a misunderstanding with this. We thought it was Davenport's contract, and he assumed we were looking into it, and it was just a failure to communicate.
Sure. That doesn't at all answer my question, however.
That question
What was
being,
your question?
What are you going to do about the Scourge?
I mean, we've already done everything in our power. The accident was called in by one of our own.
As soon as we found out the situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a... they're gonna read your aura.
What color is dumb?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, dear. I have good and bad news.
Uh-oh.
The good news is I'm going to tell you what you rolled to resist.
Yay!
Bad news is going to be a large number.
I do want to point out that the sentence that was just said is 100% factual.
Mm-hmm. As soon as we found out,
One of our
someone
own
called it in.
It is not at all factual.
As soon as we found out that they were evil.
Storyteller. Is it though?
I'm of the opinion that Cassandra's telling the truth here. The second they outed themselves as evil, we were like, oh, fuck nah.
It did all happen the same day.
Yup.
That is very fair.
That'd be
So she's not
plus
telling the
subterfuge.
truth. Alright, I can do okay
I mean,
with that.
you can always tell how much bullshit the player's trying to give you by how much they try to rationalize the role that they're about to make.
And
I mean, and Charlotte was in no way about to join them.
I'm the only one without an oar in the water here. I'm keeping my mouth fucking shut.
8.
Eats? Well, how about that? You're telling the truth. They
I
rolled
like to
7.
assume Cassandra really believes she's telling the
Yeah.
truth here.
Yeah, it was pushed over the edge by you being like, no, I don't know what you mean. We would let them know as soon as we...
We're stupid.
Oh, man. And, Guinevere was looking at you and kind of goes, you're telling the truth. Interesting. So, the Scourge.
I guess we need to talk to him. I mean, wasn't the sheriff part of the whole building thing? Wouldn't he know better?
Yeah, they don't really have the same job description. Bo Enrico is, I believe, what we used to call a useful idiot. You point him at a target, and it generally goes away.
We are concerned about whether or not the target actually went away.
Oh?
That's why our lower clans are in the sewers right now, investigating.
And taking care of any remaining issues, because we want this cleared up as much as everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's definitely bad for business to have the Sabbat running around in your city where you're building.
Right.
I agree. And we are not Sabbat.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another roll.
That's true as well.
We are not Sabbat.
Technically, they are not. Technically, they are not Sabbat. I am Sabbat.
And you're not in this
Harley,
conversation,
I am
Sabato.
absolutely not in
The
this
lower
conversation.
clans are Sabbat-ish.
We've clearly
Yeah, but like
created.
they're barely even people.
We've created a separation
Hi,
between.
clan. Hi, clan. Hello.
Yeah,
Like Ventru, the
Harley-
Ventru does not acknowledge your high clan status.
Yeah, Harley and I are the low clans, and only one of us is Sabbat.
The Venture's gonna find herself on the wrong end of a feral weapon and a touch of oblivion one day,
I mean, probably.
Most likely.
wrapped in arms of airman bondage wrap, and not in a good way.
Let's get you quantify
There's
that.
only a good way.
Now we're going back to that Patreon content.
Hella Patreon content, yes.
So I'm gonna get a composure and subterfuge from both of you. This one is not quite so high on the old success rating though, but like you said, you're both not so bad, so it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
I just want everybody to roll some dice.
I had my coffee.
You did have your coffee, yes.
5.
6.
They're telling the truth again.
Charlotte grabs Cassandra by the face. Is this the face of a liar?
Yes.
No.
And as the camera slightly pans over to Connor, he's like,
This is the face of somebody who gets lied to.
Wait.
yes. And then, like, Guinevere's eyes kind of shoot over towards Connor quick and then back.
Blink, blink, blink.
Well, I'll do what I can to let the Scourge know to not wipe out your entire coterie.
We'd really appreciate that, yeah.
Whether or not he listens is another matter entirely.
We appreciate
I mean, all
the
we can
thought.
do is our best.
Mhm.
So you're kind of light on the details of this particular meeting. What are we doing to narrow down this list and what resources are in play?
Well, why don't we list a couple of our enemies, you list a couple of your enemies, and then we find out which might want to put us up against each other.
Indeed. And then we're going to flip back to the other two. As there's a bunch of blah, blah, blah. Enemies.
Enemies.
I don't have any enemies. Everyone likes me.
Sure.
That's cute.
Oh, you
So
sweet summer
adorable.
child.
Poor baby.
I was about to say, yeah, somebody needs to ask who the fucking Scourge is. That'd be nice.
He was mentioned once before. I think we know that, don't we?
Not sure.
This is the first time I'm mentioning the Scourge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mostly I've been just mentioning Bo and Rico.
Somebody should find out if the Scourge is the Banuaki. Just saying.
Fight him.
That would explain so much. Shame we're stupid.
So, before we would have made our little adventure down, I would have promised Charlie and Elena both that I will give them the full story as soon as we're out of the sewers, because the ears have eyes and the walls have ears as well. So yeah.
Oh no, Elena would have
Some
understood.
weird submissive shit going on
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Elena wouldn't have needed you to specify that. She knows you're gonna fucking tell her because
Mhm.
she's gonna insist that you fucking tell her what
Yeah.
just happened.
But no, so like on the way down we need to just be as much surface talk as little as
Harley.
possible. Yeah.
When we get down there, I need you to not to do whatever it was that got you staked again, please. Let me talk first.
Ixodon
is Sabat, Harley.
I know.
She's not going to respect you at all, hierarchy.
She's got my child.
And I understand that, and I'm going to do what I can to make sure that she does not keep your child. Again, we'll talk about that part later.
You need to have words with Nyx and Floppy. I'm gonna give you the time that you need.
I need you to keep your cool.
I will.
Because
I
we are
promise
not
you.
in your domain so much
I
as we are
know.
going into
Hers.
hers.
I know this.
Okay.
The moment of desperation has passed.
Okay.
We're good. Level head. Promise.
I do have one question. Did she is the one that did the little holes in the back of your that thing? Did she do that?
Yes. She's...
That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anymore. That's all I need to know.
Ooh, I know that. Oh no. This is... You gotta promise me you're gonna be fucking cool. Please.
I know what I'm doing.
I know that fucking sound.
I know what I'm doing.
That's the
Harley.
sound
Just-
that you make when you've already mentally executed somebody. And you just have to physically fucking do it. This is... And I look over at Charlie.
Harley.
I look over
No,
at
you
Charlie.
don't, because I'm not there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, duh, you're...
Yep.
Yeah. That's
But,
right.
but about the time that you're looking for me, you just hear a voice again between your guys' heads of, "Can we please just go?"
Man, she's walking as she's saying
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
like,
I'm walking
yeah.
right behind the two of you, so I'm just like
Mhm.
between your guys.
Harley, I need you to trust me.
I
Both
trust
of you, let me handle this then. Okay.
We have to trust each other. We're gonna be cool. And
I'm not
I
going
just,
to kill her yet.
I nonchalantly just kind of grab a manhole and I look and I'll make a show of lifting it up bare, two-handed, but this is... Fuck. I could have tossed it like a hubcap if I wanted to. But,
Yes.
Pung. All right, I'll take point. You just take up the air quotes rear, Elena, and I'll make sure as we go forward that if there's any obstacles that are gonna get in anyone's way, that they're gonna be out of the way. And I climb the ladder down.
You've done this quite a few times to get to Ixodon's area. So we're just going to skip through all of that.
Yeah.
And you're going to end up just at the corner that you would go down to the large football-sized stadium area that is underneath where Ixodon's throne of skulls lays.
And before we go right in there, Elena's just going to be like, she's just going to whisper, no matter what happens, I need everyone to keep their cool and not say a word.
Elena is going to feel the slightest shudder of oblivion as I activate Shadow Cloak on top of the unseen passage that I have to increase stealth. But no response from Charlie, apart from that.
And we'll go further in.
There's a lot more noise than there was before. Before it seemed cavernous and wide open, but now when you walk down and you can see just the beginning steps before you can walk into the tunnel itself of the Throne of Skulls, you can see there are people milling about and talking and discussing things. There must be at least 3 or 4 dozen people.
They're all Nosferatu.
I didn't say that.
Fuck you, Steve.
And when you go a little further into the tunnel, you can see more and more of the Throne of Skulls. And Nixodon is at the top of it, sitting down. And Floppy is beside her with like a chain around him, kind of holding his arms, and one of the links of the chain go to Nixodon's hand.
Elena's gonna grab Harley's arm and give it a squeeze and kind of push him back a little bit behind her as she's walking forward.
And I put my hand on Elena's shoulder. I let her lead, and my fingers are just buried in her shoulder.
Dig in. That's fine.
I'm walking directly behind them, just like letting them cut a path in front of me.
Yep.
And I have my phone up, like with front-facing camera, and I'm literally taking pictures of every person that's in the room as I walk through unseen.
All right.
Just you and you.
Do we recognize any of these people?
You do not.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Just asking. And so, yeah, walking up to the throne.
I'll take a picture of Nyx for good measure and put my phone away.
Nyx traditionally has the kind of funeral cloak over her face. None of you have actually seen her face itself. Elena, Harley.
Is that really necessary? A chain, really?
It is.
Thought we were all free in the Sabbat here, Nyx.
Your new child is at risk of frenzy.
I
His
wonder.
new child. His new child.
The new child of the Sword of Cain.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
I'm not here to argue with you about who he belongs to or what's going to happen to him. What I need is to talk to him because apparently earlier tonight somebody tried to kill all of us and take me alive, so to speak. I need to know more information about that. Unless it was you, because that's something that we can talk about too.
It was not me.
I didn't think so. Nonetheless, I would like to talk to that one because I need to know more information.
Oh, I already know the information you seek.
Well, then tell me.
It was your sire.
And why would he try to kill Harley then?
He apparently wanted everyone out of the way.
Does that include you?
That does not include me because I am smart enough to stay out of his way.
On that note, while they are talking, I'm just slowly, invisibly walking up the stairs.
But I'm part of your pack, am I not? An attack on a member of your pack is an attack on you, Nyx. Isn't that how this all plays out? I mean, I'm new to the game, but the Sabbat, that's the shtick. All for one. You gonna
Who
leave
is the
me out
Duchess?
to dry here? Is that how you're gonna treat your pack, mate, Nyx?
Who was the Ductus Nyx? Was it you? Or was it Alexander?
Who what?
Who was the Ductus? You have a pack, you have to have a Ductus.
I am the Ductus.
So Alex was the priest, I take it?
He was.
So you need a new space to be filled, do you not?
We do.
Do you have suggestions on who's going to fill that place?
We do not. Are you volunteering?
Why not?
I'm learning blood magic. I'm capable of at least picking up a few things myself.
However, there is one small thing that you and I need to settle out before anything can go further. You see, you also, when I decided to join you, you just said you agreed. You and Alexandra both agreed. Harley was not to be harmed by either of you. He was supposed to be mine. So explain to me, and I'm going to grab him and turn him.
Shit.
That
was from him being insolent.
you weren't supposed to touch him. That was my responsibility, not yours.
You are part of my pack, and I am the Ductus. I decide what happens.
That
I'm
wasn't
standing.
part of the agreement, though.
I'm standing next to the throne at this point.
Give me an obfuscate check.
Obfuscate or stealth?
Obfuscate.
What am I rolling for that?
Probably just your obfuscate rating.
That'll be obfuscate and something else.
Yeah.
There it is. You were unseen passage.
And silence of death. And shadow cloak on top of that.
Okay, so yeah, there isn't a roll that's needed. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went overboard on this one.
Fair.
I tell you what. We will let bygones be bygones. I still want him under my control. And I will agree to be your priest. But I want that one to come with me too.
He's remaining here. He's a
I
new
think I can
member of
handle
the
him.
Sword of Cain.
No shit, I know that.
So he will stay under the pack Ductus.
Why not give me the opportunity to prove myself here?
You already have Harley under your control.
And
This one
you don't think
will-
that... Do you not think that I could handle somebody that's on the verge of their frenzy? Are you calling into question my ability to do something like this?
I don't know. Have you run into any werewolves lately?
I have. And I frenzy. You don't think that I... Do you think that that bothered me a little to frenzy? Because it doesn't. To eat somebody, that doesn't either.
Also, Harley was hunger frenzying earlier. You need to keep closer eye on your pack.
I did that intentionally, and I do apologize.
I'll handle him.
You're
He's a little
lucky-
emotional.
You're lucky it's just hand holes in his lower back.
So, that one's part of the pack now. Shouldn't we redo that whole thing, you know?
The Valdery?
Of course.
Not yet.
Why not?
We have to let him get settled. See, he's not just some random shovelhead.
No, he tried to kill everyone that I know. And he tried to take
Which
me
means he has
captive.
martial skill. That's useful. Especially for what's coming.
And I need him to tell me who the Banu Hakim is. That is the one that came after us.
He doesn't know.
So what are you going to do with him? Just keep him on the chain like that?
Until he settles in after the Nosferatu thing takes hold.
So what about us then?
What about you?
Well,
You need to step up your timetable.
explain.
The rest of your coterie needs to be brought to the Sabbat, or they will be wiped away with the first wave.
The first wave of what? More Sabbath coming?
Look around you. We're already here.
I noticed that much. I just was expecting there to be a bit more, maybe. She's just kind of looking around, kind of turning up her nose a little, like, please tell me that's not all you have.
It's not.
Little more.
You don't tip your full hand. There's plenty more hiding.
Storyteller, while I've been standing here, I pull my phone out again. I just hit record.
Shit.
So, back to ma'am. Ooh, felt kind of dirty saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, I. Then next.
Charlotte got replaced.
Next, so you're. What are we gonna do about the hit on a packmate? How are you gonna handle that?
Yeah, would that mean that my sire is not part of our pack?
As far as I know, he is not.
So what does that mean then? Like,
I mean, you're going to take this on the chin?
Mostly it was against your coterie. And if you go out and do something stupid and get yourself killed, that's not my responsibility.
I'm collateral damage and whatever bullshit beef her sire has with, I could argue even you. Maybe this was him moving against you. You ever thought about that?
He's not moving against me.
You sure about that?
He's
Where
not
is
part
he?
of my pack. I didn't say he wasn't so bad.
where is he?
He's coming.
So when he shows up, are you going to have him answer for what he tried to do to me?
I will not,
Why?
because he outranks me.
So?
Outranks you how?
He is a bishop.
Fantastic.
And you will be his dutiful child.
Will I?
If you're smart.
I take it that you at least know how to communicate with him then.
He knows how to communicate with me. Beyond
Okay,
that,
then. Can you at least get a message to him for me?
what is the message?
If he wants me to be cooperative, it would be in his best interest not to try to kill my coterie again.
If you brought your coterie over to the Sabbat, they probably wouldn't have been in the line
Perhaps
of
you
fire.
should give me a little bit more time to do that. There are other things at the play that apparently you have no idea about.
That is why I am moving up your timetable. There isn't much time left. They will be
Then
converted or
And-
they will be wiped away.
okay, then I you know what? This conversation then is Ductus is there. That is what I'm going to call you now. It's not ma'am, it's Ductus. I now
Oh,
know.
no, hardly.
But hey, no. So look, we're obviously not getting anywhere. You want us to move faster. I'm all for moving faster. You want me to do certain things. You want it done quickly? Let's get the fuck out of here. And I kind of look pointedly at Elena. Let's go. We're done here.
Just give him the message for me. If he has a problem with it, he'll take it up with me later.
I will give him the message.
Like, Elena, let's go.
And she's gonna turn to start to walk away. And as she's walking away, she's just gonna like, I accept the priest's position.
Excellent.
And she's gonna turn and grab Harley and just gonna like lead him out.
And as they do, I hit stop on the recording. I just look right down at Nyx and then just walk through the opening of the crowd.
And just as you're about to turn away from Nyx, she looks up at you and then back down to where Elena is.
I see her look up at me.
She does.
The moment she does, I hold up the arm that I've turned into a giant bone blade and go, shh, and walk after them.
So let's go back to the other spot.
No,
Oh
what?
my
No.
I need a second to unpucker. Hold on.
And in the
Please,
boring
please.
land, we've got like an Excel spreadsheet.
So these are your enemies. These are our enemies. This is where they.
Okay.
So you keep mentioning Victor Davenport for some reason. I don't know why.
Why not?
Because he's helped us all out.
Well, the moment I started working for him, I started getting attacked
And he gave us like a cursed building.
with Sabat in it.
And spooky spiders. And ghosts.
And werewolves.
Ghosts?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, like,
you know
the
the
ghost
ghosts
of a
aren't real,
hand.
right? That's an urban myth.
ghosts are where we're drawing the line.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
spooky aspects bullshit that some Malkavian came up with to prank humanity or something.
Oh, I believe that.
But what about our good friend, the disembodied hand?
What if it was just some weird Malkavian pervert's attempt to try and touch us?
Oh my god, that would make so much sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Gross.
Apparently it's just a big prank.
I believe
See.
that.
Regardless, this scourge that you're talking about, who exactly is it?
His name is Stone.
That's a good name for a scourge.
It's also a good name for a killer.
Yeah, like he's hard and cold like stone.
Yeah.
And he likes killing things.
Also like a stone.
Yeah.
No, wait. The analogy's falling apart on me.
No, the stone that killed Goliath through a rock.
Okay, yeah.
Elena would give me props.
Yeah, she would.
Charlotte knows her Bible.
Yeah.
Look at you, Bible and stuff.
Either way, you should probably stay out of his way.
I think that would be in our best interest.
Yeah.
So is the suggestion then that he's the one who sent the shooty people? Because it doesn't sound like he's a big delegator.
I don't know who sent the shooty people.
I feel like if Stone were out to get us, Stone would come to get us.
Yeah.
And it's at that point there's a knock on the door.
If that's him, this is your fault.
What clan is stone before we answer that door?
Well, you don't really want to mess with the Banu Hakim.
Oh, damn it. Oh, just damn it.
And the attaché kind of is backpedaling into the room with just a hand firmly around his neck. And in walks the same person that tried to assassinate you the other night.
I remember him. Do you remember him, Cassandra?
I do. I remember him.
Connor, this is the guy who tried to kill us.
And the arm is
Yeah.
over there, and he points at both of you like, you and you outside.
Oh, no, thank you.
That wasn't a request. And he lets go of the attaché and walks out. And apparently I just turned into a Lasombra.
Eh,
Here we go.
Oh,
Well, should we follow him?
I think we should. It would be in our best interest. But Connor, would you let two beautiful ladies like us go off into the night alone?
Yeah, I wouldn't go
On our
out there.
own?
I don't know who that is. That's not the Scourge.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't just follow him then.
I mean, maybe we can clear it up. He seems to know the Scourge.
And I'm pretty sure if we don't go out there, he's just gonna come back in here and there's gonna be more throat grabbing and, like, not the fun stuff.
And I like Virgil.
We're going to get back to that in a minute. And Connor walks out to the hallway.
Oh, good. He's gonna go deal with it.
That's rule number 3. Let the man deal with the problem.
I like how you think.
Wow. And after a couple minutes, Connor comes back. Yeah, it's taken care of.
See? What exactly was the problem?
Yeah.
Oh, he was sent by somebody to assassinate you.
Who was somebody?
Somebody who's connected to your lower clan person, the Lasombra.
Oh, that explains why they wanted her alive, of all people.
Right. So is this just gonna, like, keep happening? People are just gonna show up all, hey, we want to murder you? Because, like, that's getting
Not-
old.
Not really from him.
I like when problems solve themselves in a neat little package.
I don't even think we need to ask questions.
No, I fully accept this situation has been dealt with and will not be a problem in future.
I think we've dealt with all of our problems at the same time. We've dealt with our Ventrue problems. We've dealt with our other problems. So I think this is a win for Cassandra and Charlotte.
Yay, team us.
So, more refreshments.
My schedule's open. What about you, Cassandra?
I have nowhere to be.
This one has a hint of almond.
Ooh.
Charlotte,
Yes.
from what I observed, you liked the coffee bean, whatever it's called.
Oh, I do. I love it. Is it that obvious? I haven't had it in like an hour.
It was fairly obvious.
Oh my
We were here for a
God.
couple of days.
Fair enough.
And he holds one up to you. I think you'll find this particular vintage to be to your liking.
Oh.
And you're looking at the glass and it very specifically looks like blood, but it smells and tastes like coffee.
Is this Colombian?
I don't believe so, but the mixture might have some of those coffee beans that you like.
This is fantastic. We should come here more often, Cassandra.
I agree. This is a nice place. Why don't we come here more often?
I don't know.
Right?
But everybody's so stuck up about Connor. I don't see what the problem is.
The low clans, you know.
Low clans.
Nosferatu and Lasombra. It's fine.
We're like roaches, though. You pick up a rock, we're everywhere.
The
So
splitting up thing was a great idea.
I think it's working out.
so will you both be staying the evening?
We should at least text the others. We told them we'd meet them.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to send a text?
Yeah, because otherwise they're going to come here to pick us up when we
Oh,
go
yeah.
past curfew.
Tell them we're fine.
Okay. And I send a text to the group chat that says, we're fine, thumbs up, gonna stay the night, kissy, 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 okay, thanks. So for Elena, white box, white box, white box.
Question mark box, question mark box, question mark box.
Kind of looking
It
over.
almost looks
We made it out of the sewer yet?
it almost looks like they're in trouble when they say stuff like that. It's like big sarcasm emoji at the end of it. We have to go. We have to save them.
Have we made it out of the sewer yet?
Yeah, I was gonna have like the conversation that you guys would probably be having on the way out of the sewer, but yeah. if you
Oh,
wanna-
I will say as soon as we get out of the sewer, but what depending on what I don't know when they sent the text versus when we, but Elena would have had a text sent that says Pirate Club now.
I think, and I just like under my breath, couldn't still obfuscate it. I think they're occupied.
I don't care.
I need a phone. Shit.
There's one in the bag.
Do you see this? Do you want to
I-
pretend that we didn't see it?
If we pretend we didn't see it, they're just gonna come here.
If there is like one of Harley's like burner phones active, like did you guys
Anywhere
bring
near-
any of the gear along?
For the rest of the season, Harley gets no phone.
If we
I'm in
abandoned the,
Technosferatu. Give me a phone.
if we abandoned the safe house, that means that we took the bags with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that I probably got Harley's bag back at his safe drop.
The entrance, yeah.
Yeah, you would have left it at the because there's no reason in dragging a bunch of phones.
Okay,
Exactly.
I probably would have. I would have grabbed my shit before we left to go down.
In that case, when you like reprogram the one thing into the thing, all of the Abigail messages show up.
Oh shit.
What is it?
You guys are gonna break up.
But
How many messages do I have? I know I've got like at least
It's-
3.
Yeah, it's at least one text message that is marked important, and one voicemail message which was something along the lines of, "What the fuck are you doing? They know about the thing that we talked about. You said you weren't going to be doing any more dumb decisions."
Okay, so all right, hold on a second here. So the very first thing that I know I've got on my plate was the message, the question mark messages from Jude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thumbs up emoji.
Okay.
What would be the next text?
The next text would be from Abigail,
Okay,
being like, "Is everything okay?"
thumbs up emoji.
That's pretty much it. And then there's the phone call, the text or the voicemail message, which is like, "What the fuck are you doing? They know. People know. You said you weren't going to be making any dumb decisions, et cetera, et
Gotcha.
cetera."
Okay.
Yeah.
I
What is
will,
going on?
okay, so Jude, she's a Tremere. She's rolling with Abigail, and you know the spies that Connor sent or was going to send.
Mhm.
So Jude checked in. She's the Tremere that's with Abigail.
The computer one.
I told her we were good. Abigail was checking in, told her we're good. They apparently know about my Sabat connection. I don't know what
No,
exactly.
they who?
I'm assuming the tower. Fuck.
How did they find out?
Fuck if I know.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
First things first.
You don't blow up a fucking building and not have any fucking damage control in place. Oh God.
It's fine.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
the
It's fine.
the sheriff blew up the building to get rid of the Sabat problem.
Does Bo
It's fine,
Enrico
we're
strike you
gonna-
as a fucking sharp individual?
Sharp end of a stick.
Exactly. There's not a lot of brain there. Oh my God.
It's fine. Wait,
Oh,
look. Okay,
God.
we'll
Oh,
deal with
God.
that. That's not what is important right now.
There's so many things that are so fucked up right now. Oh my God. Okay. I can
Yeah,
only
and I'll-
Harley.
And I'll drop
Harley.
off Biscuit at that point, so you guys can just see me there with like giant fucking like blade hand.
Yeah.
Just what the fuck were you going to do with that? With that?
I love that idea. Why didn't you fucking do it?
Because
Plus, he would have.
Elena asked her to deliver a message to her sire, and she can't do that if I have her head off.
And it would have been killed. That was a room.
That was the other
full
part of it.
Sabat.
That was the other part of it. That's why I waited.
And they aren't the only ones. We have a bigger problem,
There
and
are
in
a
the
lot
fact
of-
that Hazoon knows that you're what you are, or so he thinks. We can deal with that later. That's not that important. What is important now is I need for us all to meet at the Pirate Club right now, so that I can do something to keep you all safe. Now,
What is that?
when we're out of the sewers, we can talk about it now, can't we?
Okay. Oh, we're out of the sewers enough that we have.
We wouldn't. I
Okay.
wouldn't have said shit down below.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just because I'm going to just say that because at the moment I'm going to get all of you to do the thing that you and Cassandra and Charlotte decided to do without me, but we're going to do it, all of us together, so that I can say it was the thing and not have to worry about that part anymore.
You don't think that maybe they would know that it didn't work that special way?
If they don't think, if by some chance that they figure that didn't work that way, then I can say that I didn't do it right.
Fair.
It's fine.
Okay.
And how about we just say that it happened because we've already done all of that.
In case somebody's watching.
Fair enough.
All right. I need to add a little bit of perspective onto our problem here. All right. I pressed what I would consider to be a very valid issue about the hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that a centuries-old Nosferatu elder is not willing to fucking buck up.
No, it's because she doesn't give a shit about you.
No, it's because it's a bishop. She can't.
Right. I mean, grand scheme of things, like if this was some other person that was on your level going after you, then she'd probably do something, but she didn't care to that level.
I mean,
She can't do anything. No, she really can't do anything. Otherwise, she would be calling upon like an execution for herself, or she would have to really bring a full force case.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean,
it would have to be fire and brimstone. You can't just. It's not like the Maria. You can't just claim praxis. It is trial by death,
Right,
essentially.
But the
What-
stereotype is they all fucking eat each other. I thought that there was,
It's
that,
not like that, though. You eat the ones that are lower, and in this situation,
but there's
she's
still
the lower man on the totem pole.
But whether or not it's Diablerie, there's still plenty of fuck games that go on as far as like I'm gonna screw you over, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to there's that shit goes on in the Sabat too.
Not so much when you're a bishop. That
Great.
has to come from a higher place. You can't just. Adactus is not going to go against the bishop just because the bishop decides to put a hit out on a lower member of the pack. It's not gonna happen.
So,
Me becoming priest puts me in a better position.
that it does.
Oh,
So we
God.
have a lot of eyes on us at the moment. And we need to figure out how to dance this line while we fake being Sabat and fake being Camarilla.
This didn't get us very far the last time we tried it. Look where it got us.
The difference is there's an army below us and more peppered throughout the city and on their way. An army that has no concern to diabolize and kill and bring blood into the streets, that have no care for masquerade violations.
Mm,
That is the one that we need to concern ourselves with at the moment.
that's fair. Hey, Harley,
Hmm.
if I bring up something that I noticed while I was down there, do you think that she's going to make you talk about it later?
More than likely, I don't. At this point in time, I'm done trying to play the what ifs. So
All right, well, do you mind if I wind up doing like the brain thing to knock it out of your head once I bring it up? This is me asking this time.
Sure, I go.
Okay, and I'll just pull my phone out to show the pictures I took of down below. What do you think I should do with all these?
Keep them. We're going to need them.
Do you think the prince should want them?
Yes.
No.
Why are you
because there's a
asking me
real-
this fucking question? Yes.
Because there is a high possibility that Hazim could be part of them. If you go and show him that, then he's going to know this whole thing is bullshit.
Well, then he wouldn't care that Harley is Sabat then.
No, he probably doesn't.
Not to a negative level.
He probably does not care. It's
Okay.
the fact that we were moving against him at one point, so he's going to use what he can to his advantage.
That's fair.
That's
Okay.
not the game plan. You
Okay.
keep that, and I need
Worst
you
case,
to
I
do
can
me a
give this
favor.
Worst case, I can give this to the sheriff. Like,
I
if
need
it-
you to.
Okay.
I need you to do me a favor,
Hmm.
Charlie and Harley.
Yeah.
When Charlie does the thing,
Yeah.
I need you to take away from him also the fact that I told him it didn't work on me, because I need him to believe that it did. I'm sorry, Harley.
When did you tell him that? Like, did you
Tonight.
just now tell him that?
Earlier.
Ooh, that's not my wheelhouse.
You can't take it away from him?
I'm a very short-term memory kind of
I
person.
need to think a lot before I want anything else done.
Yeah, that's a longer form kind of deal. I'm offering to take away what I just did and I asked permission for.
Okay,
Keep
then
it.
you do that.
Keep
and
it. Keep it for now.
Well, keep everything that we just said?
Yes, No, that's a really bad fucking idea. Fucking do it. Whatever you gotta do.
It probably is. So you should probably just forget about it. And I'm going to do cloud memory on the past 5 minutes.
I'm gonna have
Fair
to get
enough.
Charlotte to rearrange his memories a little bit.
Hmm.
Unfortunately.
Probably. And I'll close out of the photos before Harley like snaps back out of it and just text Charlotte and Cassandra again of like, I'm gonna like switch it over to like rest the phone on top of like the blade hand and just like swipe at my other hand. It's like, this is really important. Please hurry.
Ugh. We're gonna have to go.
You think we can do a rain check on this?
On here tonight? I'm sure we can. Connor
Yeah.
will let us come back.
You ever think about just like ditching everybody else and then just doing our own thing?
Yeah, I always wanted to go to like Cabo.
I was just thinking
Hawaii.
about Cabo.
Okay, when everything's all done, we should do a girls' weekend in Cabo.
We should. And we should not abandon everybody like I just mentioned.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll take the
Unless it-
ones that are fun.
Unless we have to.
And we'll decide who's fun based on how into the Cabo idea they are.
Yes. And I can already estimate who will be for Cabo.
Is it just the two of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Harley. If I say heal.
Okay, is it really being into it if they're forced to?
Well, it's his brain making a decision that's based on something that he's done. So yes.
I'll buy that, sure. But don't tell Elena if you're gonna do it.
No,
Because then
I
she'll
would
be
never.
like, instead of being like, oh, I'm not going to Cabo, she'll be like, no, nobody can go to Cabo now.
That was a good Elena. I thought she was here.
Did you get a little scared?
Yeah, I thought she was going to pin me up against the wall and read me Ecclesiastes.
It's not a party till Elena pins someone against the wall.
I know. That's why I'm so mad that I haven't been pinned yet. Let's go.
All right. We're gonna have to head to leave this party for what seems like the much lamer party.
Connor, we have to go.
Parents are calling.
It's getting close to that particular time of the night. And Connor's like, well, are you sure you have to go now? I mean, it's getting a little early, late. I don't even know what we're going to call it.
You know what? Let me text them that. And I
Yeah.
text the group chat or wherever Charlie texted us and say, it's getting light out. Rain
Yeah,
check? Question
About
mark?
that time, we're outside looking. Let's look up and oh shit.
You know, this is what happens when you spend a couple hours down below.
This is the first thing tomorrow, I think.
Yes.
And it has to be literally the very first thing that we do.
Yes.
It can't
Of course.
It can be.
Of
Are you coming back?
course.
Are you coming back with me tonight, or are you staying? Are you staying over here?
Oh no, we're both coming.
Okay. I think the sleeping bag stuff is still at my place.
Did you stock up on aluminum foil?
They can't read your thoughts.
No, I'm talking about the extra windows
Oh,
in your
No,
apartment.
I mean, those are covered. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
God,
I
aren't
don't
you
really
glad
want
we're
to
sti-
leave.
No,
I don't want to leave Harley by himself like this. Not right now. It's not a good idea.
I get it.
Safety in numbers. No one. We need to stick together from here on out. This is the last time we separate.
And until we do the thing, you're technically expendable.
I've figured that out.
And I could probably, and honestly, I could probably use the night. Just hold up the blade hand.
Seriously, there was a room full of them, like an entire cavernous area full of them, and you.
I did it before I got there.
I want to just.
I mean,
point out
you got an E for effort.
I want to point out the fact that
appreciate
there weren't
it.
a lot of Nosferatu down there. We
Epo
could have
Which-
gotten away.
No, because you don't know what else was down there. There could have
fine.
been another similar to Connor with the thing.
Honestly, that's just when they wild hunt us.
Oh,
It was not a good idea. It was a very bad idea.
that's good.
It's getting light. Let's
Yes.
Let's go.
go, and then first thing tomorrow we add another facade.
Eventually, we'll get good at it.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Wise.
So, what are the other ladies up to?
I think we got to go ahead and stay for the night.
That's what it sounded like to me. And I mean, better here than in some kind of like sleeping bag somewhere or something.
Right?
And I'll-
Can you
Right?
imagine?
I'll text back. This way, confirmed first thing tomorrow.
Of course, first thing
Oh.
tomorrow.
First
Tell
thing.
them to just come to your apartment.
You know that they're not going to leave the casino to come to my apartment.
Or they're going to leave the casino to come to, not tonight, but tomorrow.
Oh,
Tell
okay.
them to
Yeah,
come
I'll
to the
text
apartment.
them tomorrow. I'll text them tomorrow.
And it's at that point we should probably pull this episode to a close. As-
Yay! Everything went just as well as we thought it would.
On our side.
as
Yo.
Charlotte,
Didn't induct us.
as Charlotte and Cassandra try to figure out who's going to be the big spoon.
You know the answer.
We all know.
I figure it's an obvious answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty obvious, yeah.
It's my tentacles from afar.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it.
The myth of consent.
On that note,
To understand what we're talking about, you gotta see the Patreon content.
true.
I like that Brennan was sitting there like, I can't believe I just said that. I can see it in your eyes.
Instant regret.
Oops.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for all the bits and the subs and everything like that. We are about to raid over to Rolling D20s in just a couple minutes. But first, let's do a quick outro to see what everybody's up to and what you're doing next. Let's start with Brennan.
I am Brennan. I was Charlotte, the little spoon, and I've got Sam's game coming up that I sent my character sheet for, so I'm good.
Applause all
Yay.
around.
So proud.
Zach.
I'm Zachary Vado, playing Charlie the Knife. That's my Twitter handle, and my links are over that way. Simultaneously, as you roll over to Rolling These 20s, I'm over on Gehenna Gaming running Crash Pandas for the Gehenna Gaming and Carrion Comfort Studios folks. So once you're done with that, come over and watch the VOD of this as I run a bunch of feral people through a feral raccoon game. ATL by Night is coming up on the end of its break. We'll be back mid-September. So this Tuesday, tune in as the crew all plays a game of Dread run by one of our players, Tyler Sutherland. And then we'll be having our summary show of season 5 the week after, and then we're back. Also, I have various one-shots coming up, one in September, one in October, one in November. We'll talk more about those as we get closer to them. But fun things all around.
And Sam.
Hi, everyone. I'm Samantha McLarty, Elena Cortez, the La Sombra not Sabbat Pact Priest. Well, not Sabbat, but the Pact Priest of the Sabbat.
Doing good.
I mean, they bought it.
Did they though?
I mean, so far. I am going to be running a game soon, 10 Candles game, and Brendan just did give me my character sheet, so everybody, give him yay!
Yay!
That's probably going to happen mid to end of September because I have some out of town stuff coming up. Other than that, though, I'm going to be in a few other projects that I don't know that I can mention just yet, so for now. Linktree is in the chat somewhere. I have a Ko-Fi open with some commission stuff on it that you guys can check out if you're interested. And that's me.
Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill, creative director at Martlet Games. We've got my link trees in the chat. Down below is my Twitter handle. We've got a lot of stuff stirring. Games out the wazoo. The children are back in school now, so Dad can do all sorts of fun things during the day and not have a bunch of adult responsibilities. There's
responsibility.
I know.
Adulting sucks ass.
Yes,
Don't do it.
I try not to, but here we are. There's
No refunds. Sorry.
Nope. There's tons of things that we've got coming out. So just keep your eyes open. Tons of shows. Love you all. Good night.
Linktrees.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I was Cassandra, also the little spoon, so I don't really know how this is going to work. I don't have any responsibilities of any sort, but I'm still not doing anything because I'm lazy. Hopefully you'll be able to catch my horror game soon. Everyone who is required to here has sent me their character sheets, so further applause all around. That's it for me. I don't do fun things. There's my links. Follow me.
You can't be too lazy. You wrote a fucking book, for Christ's sakes.
It's true. Buy Lex's book.
Yeah.
I've been working on one for like 10 years now, and it's still not.
You know what the big secret is? I've written all 6 of them already.
What?
I wrote six books in 4.5 years.
And
You know what?
written
Fuck you,
since
Lex.
college.
So who here on screen has at least one
you, Lex. I'm joking.
half-finished book that they've got sitting? Yeah, that's so. Congratulations, congratulations! You did multiple things.
Yay,
proud
Good
of you,
job.
Lex.
Yes.
Yay me!
And I am Storyteller Steve. And it's clear to me as a storyteller that my players, though awesome, have no idea how to stack like anything related to cutlery at all.
I'm a cheese grater.
There's 2 little spoons and a knife. Like, how are you guys gonna eat with that? Seriously.
There was also the pointy-sticked sheriff, so, you know, we're
Yes.
doing good.
And a
One
pointy stick.
chopstick.
Yes, Sheriff.
I'd say that I'm a steamy teapot.
Ooh.
We're in left field now.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on in this kitchen anymore.
It's chaos.
Nightmare.
Check out all my links in the link tree over there. Yeah, and we're gonna raid over to Rolling D's 20s. I think we're back up at the beginning of the orders. So Lex,
No, wait, someone else is... I don't think Patrick's gone
I
yet.
haven't
go
done it yet.
Patrick.
Okay.
Go Patrick.
Hi, thank you for watching Level Up TTV. This has been Vancouver Adjacent. Stay tuned while we transfer and raid on over to Philly by Night on Rolling D's 20s. Good night.
Hashtag what would Elena do?
Thank you, NPR.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye. It's good to be back, guys.